we need to talk about something even more terrifying. Something particularly spooky. That's right. I'm talking about lactose intolerance. I know. It sends a shiver down my spine. I wake up with a cold sweat in the middle of the night, fearing for my very life whenever I hear those words. Lactose intolerance. Ugh. Just imagining a world where I could not eat as much cheese, as much ice cream, as much milkshakes, dairy, yogurt, cottage cheese, sour cream. It sounds abysmal. It sounds dark. It sounds like a nightmare. But fear not. That nightmare is not our lives today. Today, we are going to be fighting the nightmare and talking about an upcoming event. Now, we did have it scheduled for this coming weekend, but unfortunately, it looks like I'm probably not going to be able to get to it this weekend. However, we are going to be working on getting as much done as possible. What is this crazy event, you might be asking? Well, there is just a little thing in my old hometown, and actually even further out than my hometown, called the Meltdown. And it is an annual fundraiser for the local food bank. And all we have to do is buy and eat grilled cheeses. That's it. There is no giant plot. There is no major schema. You just have to go to local businesses and buy their grilled cheese. And $1 to $2 of every purchase you make for a grilled cheese at any of these locations will go directly to the food bank. Now, last year, I believe they made $23,000 for the food bank, and that is insane. I believe that was the amount. I'll have to double check to make 100% certain, but I know that they've made a lot of money over a long period of time. Hype! Indeed. Thank you for that pin, Thazal. It is hype. It is very hype. It might even be the most hype. Nope. Okay, there we go. I was starting to question whether or not the soundboard was working. This is one of the sandwiches from, I believe, last year. So just to give you an idea, where did it go? There it is. Just giving you an idea, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. About 45. 45 grilled cheeses or grilled cheese adjacent items. And we'll get to what that is in just a moment. It is a lot of grilled cheese. 45 grilled cheeses, and most of them are somewhere around $16 a piece. That's a lot. 45 times 16, that's like the average. We might go over a little over budget if we try to have all of them. But we're going to do our best. The goal is to eat them all. The goal is to eat them all. That would be a lot of grilled cheese in 1 month, but I would really, really like to try. I don't know. We shall see. So, the list, which is available, and I guess I can probably link you to it, Meltdown 2025 website. It includes links for donating to Yamhill County's food bank. And a lot of the stuff that they do is incredible and wonderful and helpful to the community. You can also buy t-shirts or sweatshirts for the event. They will not arrive until March at this point, so you will get them after the event. But let's be real, who doesn't want a shirt that, 1, helps to benefit a local food bank, and 2, has a giant grilled cheese on it? So I'm not saying, but I am saying, feel free to donate. I will be doing as much as I can to support this year. With 45 sandwiches, it is going to be a lot. So let's start with the first one that we know about. So Brooks Winery is a local winery in Amity, a small town in Yamhill County. And this is not a picture of it because they do not have their picture up yet. This is just letting people know that February is Members Month. And if you've never been to a winery, they always want you to become a member. So they are offering a grilled cheese and tomato soup. They do require reservations. Here's what their sandwich says. It is a grilled cheese and tomato soup on sourdough with Pleasant Ridge cheddar that's goat cheese. And a garlic aioli, served with house tomato soup. That is and I should have covered the categories. There's a wedge division, a wheel division. I wonder if they still have the link that tells you the different categories. The first one was a grilled cheese, very basic, classic even. The next one is from Common Cup. This is Common Cup's homemade tomato bisque, and it looks like a grilled cheese next to it. My understanding is that's not what they're providing. They're doing something special this year. Their description is called the Cheesy Linguici. And it says it's a cheesy sourdough waffle breakfast sandwich with linguica sausage and egg. So sausage, egg, and cheese cup. That's in the slice division. I believe the wedge division really does kind of have to be as close to a grilled cheese as possible. And then the slice division is more out there version. And then I believe wheel is like way out there. It's like it has to have cheese, but it doesn't specifically have to be a sandwich. I believe that is how it was going, but please don't quote me on that. We'll find out. We will discover together. I'm not afraid. Let's talk about the next place. The next place, no, our Stewart was not the next place. It was Blind Pig. Where's Blind Pig? Here's Blind Pig. This is last year's meltdown from Blind Pig. So some of these businesses have done the meltdown before. Some of them, this is their very first entry. Different businesses decide to get involved in the meltdown every year, and it really just depends. So this was the classy girl, but the Blind Pig this year is doing a spicy girl. So this year, their grilled cheese has cheddar, Oaxacan cheese, and chorizo on a grilled sourdough. So it's probably going to look a little bit similar to this other than having chorizo. So they did a classy girl last year, and this year they're doing a spicy girl. She's spicy. This one is in Carlton. It's either Carlton or Yamhill. I think it's Carlton. They're so close to each other. I don't remember which is which. Next place is Carlton Corners. So I'm pretty sure that one's in Carlton. Looks like this was a fondue, a Billy Bob fondue that they had. But their grilled cheese says it is the beefy pit stop melt, roast beef, double cheese, black truffle aioli, zesty dill pickles, and served with au jus for dipping and house chips. What? An au jus on your grilled cheese? What? Really? Really? Guys, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Grilled cheese au jus. Getting a little wild up here. Okay, this is the horseradish. It is also in Carlton, Oregon. And, ooh, look, there's a picture of like some yummy tomato soup. Hot and creamy tomato soup. Gotta love it. Their sandwich says, "Kiss Me Not Alfredo." It's a lip-smacking, garlicky goodness, smooches up to creamy cheeses, and pecks some crispy chicken on the cheek, with a side of Alfredo sauce to dip in. A dip? Is the wedge division doing a whole dip thing? What is going on? Is this the year of the dip? Are we just dipping our sandwiches like crazy? I mean, I guess tomato soup is typically a dip for grilled cheese. So we're thinking outside the box now. We're taking the dip that is normally tomato soup, and we're saying, but what if it wasn't tomato soup? What if it was anything? That's not a bad adventure to take. I've never seen it before. We'll see if it pays off. So Alfredo sauce, though. Whoo, I can already feel that one going wild on me. All right. Alfredo sauce. You may just want to kiss the cook after you try this garlic grilled cheese sandwich. Maybe I will. We'll have to find out. Okay, the last one in this area, in the Carlton Yamhill area, is called the Larson House. And I could not find a picture of their building for some reason. They seem to be just kind of a local, like, pizza spot. Their grilled cheese entry is a pizza press melt. And I should point out at this point that you need to understand that they all take grilled cheese loosely. Every one of them. There are very few entries that are going to be like the Brooks wine, where it's like, here is a grilled cheese and it has tomato soup attached. There will be very few of those, I believe. All right. With the pizza press melt, it says cheesy pepperoni grilled on sourdough with mozzarella on the inside and outside. Served with marinara for dunking in house chips. Like what I said, it looks like everybody wants to do a dip. Everybody wants to do a dip. Everybody wants to do a dip. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. They're gonna do it. And this is what their pizzas typically look like normally. So you can sort of imagine this being the vibe at Larson for their grilled cheese. Okay. So this one, I think, is the picture. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the picture. Because this is their Monte Cristo, and this is the bypass bar. This starts the Dayton section. And if you are familiar with the, like, Portland metro area and then going down to, like, the coast or anything, there wasn't always, but there is now a bypass of Dayton and Newburgh. Dayton was always a parking lot. Whenever I would drive, like when I was living in McMinnville and I would drive out to Portland, it was always a slog because it was like a 2-lane road, lots of traffic. Everybody's trying to go each way. So they made this bypass, and it's like a little freeway highway thing. The bypass bar and grill was opened up, and I think a lot of people get off the bypass or don't go on the bypass so they can go to this bypass bar and grill because it's very good. Last time, I believe, they did the Monte Cristo, and it's back again. Here's their description of their Monte Cristo for the 2025 Meltdown. Turkey, ham, Swiss, and American cheese on French toast. Do you see that? Do you see the sugar? Do you see the French toast eggy goodness? Dusted with powdered sugar, served with jelly or syrup on the side, and comes with fries. So this is like a salty and sweet Monte Cristo. Wow. The heart attack I'm going to have, let me tell you. Okay, Domaine Willamette is another one in the Dayton area. And I don't have a picture of this one because I don't even think they were open the last time the meltdown happened. I want to say they were just opening at that point. Hey, Squishy, we're talking grilled cheeses. Because, if you haven't heard, my old hometown out in Yamhill County, and like the whole of Yamhill County, where my hometown is, they do every year a fundraiser for the local food bank called the Meltdown, where local businesses will create a grilled cheese concoction. And when you go and purchase it, $1 to $2 of that purchase goes to the local food bank. Well, nobody's passing up a good grilled cheese. And because we have a lot of really good restaurants down in the Yamhill County area, There are some really good ones. So we're talking about the ones that we can see pictures of, or we're just going to their Instagram and looking at pictures of what they already have. And then we're reading the description right now and talking about kind of, this is going to help me form an idea of how we're doing the IRL stream where I go and try a bunch of these. Because logistically, it's going to be a wild ride. Moving from place to place is hard while streaming. Doing a stream IRL live, I've never done before. So that's going to be interesting. And timing-wise, it takes time to order a grilled cheese and then go to the next place and order a grilled cheese. So how many can I get done in a day? How many days is this event going to take? That's a question. Also, a lot of them cost like $16. There's 45. There's 45 that I need to try in the month of February. That math is not great. So feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of that content. I'm really hoping that once I do all of them and I have the videos out of all of them, that maybe that'll get me revenue somewhere. Somewhere that'll get me revenue. I'm not on the creator fund on Twitch or TikTok, so it's not going to be there. Maybe on YouTube. I don't know. It's an investment. It's an investment. And you know what? If I can't, well, my family is eating grilled cheese for the whole month, and that's that. Because I have to do this. We have to try. If we can't logistically get to all the places, we'll see what we can do. But I have to try. Yeah, don't think about that math too hard. So Domaine Willamette, pretty new winery. I mean, it's owned by Willamette Wineries, which owns a bunch of wineries out in this area. So they're not new to making wine. It's just a new, I guess, like label. This is going to be called yes, dang. Thank you, Thazal. Thank you for that. I'm hearing fundraiser goals. I would prefer we donate to YCAP, but I think it's going to be like $700 worth of grilled cheese. So it's insane. That's an insane amount. There are people who are like homeless that need help, not me. I shouldn't overindulge just for the gram. I'm gonna overindulge just for the gram, but I shouldn't. I want to get the images out there. I really want people to see the grilled cheeses in all their glory. I want people to be able to see all of them and get like a really good view of them before the month is out so that they can be like, I'm going to go get that one. I'm going to drive 6 hours out of my way to go to some small town in Oregon, and I'm going to get a grilled cheese because one, they're delicious looking, and two, I want to help a local food bank. And what are you going to do if it costs a lot of money? But hey, we can maybe, I wouldn't be mad if people were like, oh my gosh, I have to follow her because she eats grilled cheeses like an insane person. I'd take that. I'd take it. Okay. Their Domaine Willamette, they have a croque monsieur. Croque monsieur. It is truffle mortadella with parmesan and gruyere on toasted country white bread, topped with Mornay sauce. How much is that one? I just need to know. I need to know. Somewhere between $18 and $20. Yep. It sounds expensive. It sounds like I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, and we dusted it with gold. And we put diamonds on the plate. Yeah. All right. That concludes the ones that I found. So now we need to look for them. So we're going to look for a place called Loam. think Loam Kitchen is the place. Yes. Loam Kitchen. And we'll take a look. This looks really crazy. Is this? Oh, it's a video. Oh, okay. Hold on. No, we didn't really want to look at a video. Okay, here's a nice sandwich. There's a sandwich that they made. This is a brunch sandwich. It's a focaccia, Swiss, Traeger smoked thinly sliced pork loin. That is not what we're getting, though. Well, I'm obviously going to clip that. Are you now? Are you now? They've got a bacon, egg, and cheese at Loam. And this is in Dayton also. This is a brunch place in Dayton. Bacon, egg, and cheese. House-cured pork, belly, bacon, scrambled farm egg, Tillamook cheddar, and Oregon hazelnut pesto on house whole wheat, served with a side of brunch potatoes. So if you're a brunch girly and you need your brunch, this Loam Kitchen has you covered with a grilled cheese brunch. The biggest probably downside to that is that it doesn't really sound like it's grilled. I didn't hear anything that implied that it was grilled. But we'll give it a shot. Okay, the next place I have been to before is Sokol Blosser. Blosser Winery. There we go. All right, do they have any pictures of food? Oh, what is this? This is a foraging experience. What? Farm and forage wine food pairing experience. All right. So Sokol Blosser, also in the Dayton area, has an Oaxacan. Ooh, everybody's into the Oaxacan cheese, but I see something else that they're also into that we have been talking about. Oaxacan cheese asado dip. Everybody wants to dip. Everybody's doing the dip. They're doing the dip. What is the dip? I'm too white. What is the dip? Is this a dip? How do you dip? I watch you whip and watch me. I don't. Nope. Nope. That was inappropriate. Oaxacan cheese and asado dip is a Oaxacan asadero cheese melt with red chili-based braised pork, escabeche on pressed bolillo bread. What is bolillo bread? Do I know bolillo bread? Yeah, it's the Mexican dinner rolls. Bolillo. Yes. Okay. I was pretty sure. I was like, I feel like I've made that at the bakery. When I worked at the bakery, I feel like I made those. And I did. They're Mexican, basically like house rolls. Big house rolls. On a side, with a side of asado dip. What is asado dip? Asado de puerco, pork in red chili sauce. Just asado dip, that doesn't seem right. I think it is the chili red sauce. That's going to be a little spicy, but we're going to give it a try. All right, now we get into McMinnville. Hopefully some of these places have their butts together and we can look for them. 1982 Grill. Okay. So McMinnville is where I'm the most familiar. What is that number? That is not a number. 1982 Grill. Oh, 1882. Wait, it's 1882 Grill. Wow. I'm real good. Which one is which? I guess this is the right one. I'm not sure. Is that just a giant piece of mozzarella? I think I'm in love. I think that is a salad that is basically just a giant glob of mozzarella. Who are you? I want to know. Okay, 1882 Grill is serving the 1882 Wild Onion. It is a smoked Gouda, mozzarella, caramelized onion, Dijon mustard on sourdough bread grilled with whipped butter, served with a side of salad or fries. 1882 Grill is kind of a very nice establishment, and you have to take a bunch of stairs up. So one of the things I will let you know about a lot of these places, especially in McMinnville, is they are not super accessible. I think the 1882 Grill does have an elevator, though. Maybe McMinimans does, too. I've never been in it. J-Dog! Hey, how's it going, J-Dog? We are talking grilled cheese right now. The most terrifying thing of all. We are talking the nightmares of gluten and dairy intolerance. Because if you're intolerant to either of those, this is a nightmare scenario. Everything is cheese. Everything is bread. Nothing is safe. But it's not a nightmare for us. We will persevere and find all the good grilled cheeses. So Alpine Crossing is also a new places. Yeah, I'll take 7. Alpine, I think it's like a golf place, if that makes any sense at all. Looks like they have some Eggs Benedict at their kitchen. They do not have a picture of their offering for the meltdown, but it is called the Alpine Waffle. Let's look and see. Do they have like a waffle sandwich that we can show off to kind of get an idea of what we're going to be looking at? Nope. But this is a yummy looking waffle. There you go. Alpine Waffle Grilled Cheese, a blend of brie and cheddar cheeses on half a waffle, served with a mini salad and the soup of the day. Sounds very yummy. And then another place that also always blows it out of the park, and I didn't know that this was like actually a place you could go eat until I was much older. American Legion Post 21. I guess they don't have any posts. Can we go to their Facebook? Don't look at my Facebook. Ignore my Facebook. Don't look. Is this American Legion Post 21? No. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is it. Okay, but this is just their typical food that they serve. So you can see it right there. There is some yummy food that they were serving at the American Legion in January. Here is what they will be serving for the meltdown. You're home and you have made good on your threat. No! But actually, yes. I appreciate your clipitude, your clipability. There is going to be called the Frenchiesi. Thin slices of grilled roast beef piled on a Parmesan French baguette, served with a cup of our house-made bacon, beer, cheddar, cheese, sauce for dipping, and a side of steak fries. Holy moly, that's a big meal. All right. This one I don't recognize, so we're going to have to hope that they have an Instagram. Bellevue Country Store. Hey, looks like they do. All right. For locals and tourists alike, do we have a picture of a sandwich? This is a food. It looks like a hot dog. Oh, it's like a food truck. They're like a food truck. Okay. Theirs is going to be called, well, this will be my daughter's favorite, the Fancy Nancy. House-made romesco sauce, crispy salami, loads of melty fontina, and a hot honey drizzle. I don't know what kind of bread it's served on. I don't know. We will find out when we eat it. Okay, and here's another big place that is very popular with this sort of like event, and they do a bunch of other events throughout the year. Bert's Chuck Wagon. I'm going to show you a picture of something that I've had there. Their French dips. Their French dips are amazing. They're doing Kermit's Revenge. It's an apricot glazed pork belly, blue cheese, Gouda, and cream cheese spread on grilled sourdough. Oh, violent. Pork belly. Kermit's Revenge. Oh, violence. Violence. Okay, did they ever take a picture of it? That's from March of last year, or the year before. Is this from February? No. Any of these from February? Nope. Nope. Not a single picture from February. Cool. All right. Well, Bert's Chuck Wagon has that. Then there's a local, I don't want to call it a dive bar. Don't call it a dive bar. It's been here the whole time. But it is a locals bar. Let's call it that. Let's call it a locals bar. The McMinnville Blue Moon Lounge is one of those places that you go if you're a regular and you hide from if you're not. But they have really good food. They have an amazing... Oh, one of the things I will tell you about the Blue Moon, if you choose to go get this one, which to me, in the past, the Blue Moon's grilled cheese has been the top tier, the best. If you go to get a grilled cheese at the Blue Moon, do they have a picture of the outside? I would love to show you a picture of the outside so you know where you're going. This is sort of what it looks like. That's not quite right, though. But this is what it looks like on the inside. See, it's like a classic locals bar. It feels like Cheers. It looks like Cheers. I don't know. Anybody else getting that vibe from it? Ah, here it is. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for this giant sign. If you find this giant sign, you're here. You can't see the top. I gotta give you the top. That's the top of the sign. If you see this sign, that's the Blue Moon in McMinnville. And they are doing a chile relleno. Poblano chilies grilled with a blend of cheddar, jack, cream, and asadero cheeses on white bread, served with fries or tots. And they're normally very, very conveniently priced, very kindly priced. Certainly not, somewhere around $14 to $17, depending. Very conveniently priced and delicious. Delicious. But the thing I need you to know, the Blue Moon has, and probably always will, only accept cash. They do not have a card machine. They will not take card. They refuse to put in card. There is an ATM though, so you could go to the ATM. All right, we gotta pick up the pace here, so we're gonna try and speed run it. Okay, next up we have Chris James Cellars. This is still in McMinnville. Chris James Cellars. Chris James Cellars. Do they have a picture of food? They have a picture of flowers. You can't eat flowers. I mean, I suppose you could. It looks like they're eating flowers there. That looks like that person is eating flowers. These feel so far away, but they're not that far away. I mean, it's like an hour from Portland. So if you picked one and maybe like a special thing from the list of things that are not actually grilled cheeses, you could probably justify it. But it's hard if you don't have a vehicle. Getting out here on public transit is like you get out here early in the day and then there's like one bus that you can get on to leave at night. That is the truth of the matter, and it does make it harder. I think people do Ubers here, but I don't know. Okay, so looking at this fancy plate of flowers and pasta, imagine the 2020 Cabaret Franc. Oh, it's a bonus stop. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's a bottle of wine. You get the bottle of wine. It's not this one. It's a different one, but it's fine. Aromas of raspberry, blackberry, bramble, and a hint of bell pepper with flavors of raspberry, cherry, bell pepper, and chili pepper. $15 by the glass or $42 for a bottle. I don't know what you have to do to get the... Isn't there 4 glasses in a bottle? So you'd really want to buy the bottle. That's just economics. Okay, next one's Conservatory Bar. This one is also an actual sandwich. This one is not. Conservatory Bar. Yep, this is the one. Okay, this place, I'm just going to show you this picture because they're so cute. They're so cute here. They're so cute. Okay, Conservatory Bars is, it's chive o'clock somewhere. Cotswold, English cheddar pub cheese made with chives and onion. Mozzarella, shallot jam, chive butter on sourdough bread. Comes with your choice of fries, green salad, or potato salad. Add bacon for $2. Add bacon for $2. Important. That looks gorgeous. And I can't even see it because it's not physically there. Okay, next one. The Diner. This is out by the local hospital and like hotels. So a lot of like people who come in for, like visits go here a lot. What do I want to show you? I'm guessing it's a Monte Cristo. So I'll show you this, even though it's probably not this. Okay, the Full Monty. Fresh baked brioche filled with house smoked ham, Gruyere, and signature hollandaise. French toast is battered and grilled to perfection, dusted with powdered sugar, and served with Marion berry jam for dipping. Delicious! Okay, now there's another one. This one actually exists out in like the Portland metro area, but the original place is here in McMinnville. Golden Valley Brewery, Mac. Yeah, it's in Beaverton. Okay, I don't see, I mean, they have some pictures of random stuff. These are food specials for January. Okay, they clearly don't want you to see a picture. Just kidding. All right, well, here's some pictures of some specials from last week. And you can know that it's a Don Queso de la Mancha, Manchego and Mahon cheeses, thin sliced Serrano ham, quince pasta on grilled rustic sourdough with rosemary butter. That is going to be my number one. I guarantee it. I'm saying it now. I'm claiming it because it has Manchego cheese. And Manchego cheese is my favorite cheese of all the cheeses. It is the best. It is the best cheese. I will take no others. That one is going to be my top tier. That one is going to be the best. Okay, another locally place in McMinnville that's like a lot of locals go there is called the Grain Station. And it's a brew pub. Was there snow there? That was 2021. Oh my gosh. Wow. No pictures of food. You don't want to, I don't really want to show off. Okay, well, here's a cute picture of beer, I guess. But the Grain Station has a classic grilled cheese, white bread with Parmesan crust. Is that classic though? Is that classic? Because to me, that white bread is not classic. It's sourdough that's classic. Classic grilled cheese, I feel like, has to have sourdough bread. Okay, white bread with Parmesan crust and Havarti, Gouda, and cheddar cheeses, served with a tomato basil soup. Interesting. Doesn't sound bad. In fact, it sounds downright good. Okay, here's another one. This one is from the Harvest Fresh, which is not actually a restaurant. I wrote in Swiss French. Harvest Fresh. Try that in McMinnville. Is that it? Is this it? Nope, that's in Grover, California. Harvest Fresh, McMinnville. There we go. Yeah, it's a grocery and a deli. Oh, they got a sale on frozen strawberries. Nice. Do you have a sandwich I can show? Okay, this is where you would pick up sandwiches. Oh, it's a video. It's another video. They've got a lot of different things. This is like a New Seasons, I guess, if I were comparing it to something. Like, here's a cute picture of veggies. That'll be what we'll show. All right, So Harvest Fresh is doing a Swiss turkey melt. Sliced roasted turkey with Swiss Emmentaler cheese. Emmentaler cheese. What is Emmentaler cheese? Emmentaler cheese. Emmentaler is a semi-hard yellow cheese that originated in the Emme River Valley of Switzerland. It's known for its signature holes and is often used in fondue, macaroni and cheese, and pastrami sandwiches. Weird. Hold on. Can we give you a picture? Look at that. Look at that cheese. That's a wild cheese right there. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds like a good one. And that's like at a little grocery store. So you can just pick that up and head on home with it. That one's easy. Okay, this one is a local Hawaiian place in McMinnville. Sorry. It's in McMinnville. I keep thinking that we've moved on to Newburgh and I'm getting confused. Okay, Hawaii 503 Cafe doesn't exist? No? Is it on Facebook? Let's try Facebook. Don't look at my Facebook. Hawaii 503 Cafe. I would like to see it, please. Can I see? Okay. Here's a picture of some pictures of their meat. They do amazing meat. Crazy Korean corn dog. What? That's amazing. All beef frank, mozzarella battered, and deep fried in our famous crazy chicken stoule. That sounds so yummy. Oh my gosh. That sounds incredible. Okay. Next one is House of Brassies. I don't even know where that is. House of Brassies? I've never heard of that. House of... That's a neat thing because, you know, I don't know a lot of things in McMinnville anymore. So this will be an interesting way to learn about the town. Looks like they got pierogi. No, those are just pastas. Those are regular pastas. Those aren't pierogies. Okay. That looks amazing. Here's what House of Brassies is serving up. It's called Dead End Cheese. Sotocenere tartufo. Tartufo? Sotocenere tartufo, Gouda, mozzarella, and Parmesan, grilled to gooey perfection inside a wood-fired panini shell. Served with smoked tomato soup. Smoked tomato soup! Before the ad starts, they're doing a mac and chicharron. Chicharron? I don't know how you say that word. It's a Tillamook cheddar bechamel and Source Farms pork belly. People up here with the pork belly going mad right now. They are going mad, and it is exciting. I don't see anything in Humble Spirit that looks anything like that. Oh, that looks like some delicious. Oh, that's squash. I thought it was bacon. That's insane how good they make squash look. Oh my gosh. It's a tiny little place. This is what it looks like. This is Humble Spirit. It's super tiny and cute. It's wonderful. And these are like little places where like a small amount of people work. What is this? What is that? Pork head? Heritage pork? What? That looks amazing. Okay. That is not even, I think that might be half. That might be close to half. When we come back, we will show you even more of the meltdown sandwiches and the restaurants that are going to be having them. Welcome back, everyone. My name is AllyReggie, and I'm your late night horror game hostess with the mostest. And we are talking the terrors, the travesty, the nightmare that is lactose intolerance. But if you aren't lactose intolerant, then you will be just fine in this horror show. Don't worry. The girl who can eat her ice cream doesn't die in this one. But we are talking about an amazing fundraiser in my hometown, all the way down in like the McMinnville area and also the surrounding cities of Yamhill and Carlton, Amity, Dayton, Newburgh, McMinnville. I think there's another one, but I don't remember. Anyway, all of those places are putting together grilled cheese sandwiches or grilled cheese adjacent things or just fun stuff. And they will be donating $1 to $2 from every sandwich. I want to know if it's based on price or based on... Oh, no, it is straight up $2 of every purchase. $2, so it's not 1 to 2 anymore. It is straight up $2 of every sandwich, every item purchased goes towards YCAP. And they were able to raise quite a large amount of money last year to help with the local food bank, YCAP. And this year, we expect it to be no different. In fact, we expect to blow it out of the water. And I did look up the number, and it was $12,000. I don't know why I thought it was 23. I think that might have been another fundraising thing that I did, and that's how much they made. Don't quote me on that, though. However, we have a couple more amazing sandwiches to talk about. So let's start with Laughing Bean Bistro. This is last year's Laughing Bean Bistro. This is in McMinnville. I don't remember. I think it's on the far side of McMinnville. But this is last year's installation. This is the name of this year's. It is called the McLovin. The McLovin is a secret sauce, cheesy, beefy, and our take on the best part of a Big Mac. Really? That's in the wedge division, so I'm guessing they get to be a little bit more like outside the box with the wedge division versions. Because that doesn't sound like a grilled cheese. It sounds like 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, pickles on a sesame seed bun. I don't know. They didn't tell me what bread it's on. They didn't tell me it's grilled. But the Laughing Bean Bistro does tend to do a good one. So we'll trust them. We'll trust the process, and we'll check it out at the Laughing Bean Bistro. This is the next option, Local Flow. Local Flow is mostly a juice place, I think. But they do have some foods like salads and other things. And they're very like vegan, maybe not vegan, but they're very like health conscious friendly. I've not been in there in a while, but I did have juice there once. And I picked an avocado toast because what better way to show a kitschy place than to show their amazing avocado toast? It looks great. It looks wonderful, ready to eat on the go. They have something called the Kraut Crepe, inspired from the German Krautburger or Bärrock. The Kraut Crepe is a 16-inch gluten-free crepe filled with seasoned ground beef, cabbage, onion, house-made Dijonnaise sauce, and a tasteful amount of Swiss cheese. That feels like the cheese is not doing the work of that. I'm just gonna say that feels like everything else is, and then the cheese is an afterthought. I'm watching you. We'll try it, but I'm watching you, Local Flow. Okay, this one is a food truck, and it is located at a brewery. I don't remember what the name of the brewery is, so we'll have to look that up. But Neely's Food Truck, they have a thing that tells you where their food truck is. What's the name of the brewery? Can we see it in the picture? Foreland Beer. Okay, Foreland Beer. That's what they look like. This is a thing that they have sold. I don't know what this is, but their sandwich for the meltdown is the Juicy Lucy. Straight to the point, stuffed cheeseburger, bun, sauce, pickles, American cheese, stuffed and topped burger. Oldie, but a goodie. Served with fries and famous house-made pickles. Pickles. Lots and lots of pickles. Okay, we're gonna try it. Here's the first one. This is the only one that I have seen that is actually the sandwich for this year. It's actually fondue. This is from R. Stewart and Company Winery and Bar. They've partnered with a company called Mac Plus Cheese to create a Point Reyes cheese fondue set. So, their description is the Quinta Fondue. R. Stewart and Mac and Cheese are teaming up to offer an exciting meltdown fondue. Individual wheels of soft ripened cheese served warm release essences of bay laurel and spruce, served with an assortment of dipping accompaniments. Looks great, sounds great, looks deliciously fresh and easy to eat. They do want to let you know that they do take 15 minutes to prepare. So when you get there, have a glass of wine or a glass of water and relax and wait for them to bring you your melty fondue. That's that one. Okay. Serendipity Ice Cream. This is the local ice cream shop in McMinnville. So this is like their small town, but I think they serve Umpqua, just in case you need to know that. I believe they serve Umpqua ice cream. It's either Umpqua or Cascade. It's one of those two. I'm pretty sure it's Umpqua though. But I could be wrong. It could be Cascade. They don't specify right here, so. I believe this is a bonus stop, so it's not a grilled cheese. I mean, we probably all kind of knew that. It is the ultimate ice cream sandwich, and they define that as your choice of cookie, ice cream, and even your choice of topping. So it's a build your own ice cream sandwich. Brilliant. Perfect for a nice dessert after all is said and done. I don't know how that comes out as vegan, but apparently it can be vegan. Next one. Should be, nope. Here? Yes? Here? Two Dogs. Two Dogs Tap House. All right. So Two Dogs Tap House is going to be serving something called That's My Jam. It is a grilled sourdough with fig jam, reduction, mozzarella, provolone, and sliced tomato. Sounds perfectly simple, just elevated a little bit. And that's kind of what you want when you're looking for a good grilled cheese. And this one is from Wildwood Cafe. This is not an image of the actual food. This is just to give you an idea of what their food tends to look like. This is the Wildwood Cafe Sweet and Savory Wildwood Melt. Cheddar, smoked Gouda, and Marionberry balsamic glaze on our house bread, served with soup, salad, or fries. Then I believe we have another one. Yeah, this last one in McMinnville. This is another winery, the Youngberg Hill Winery. They are doing a baconberry bliss melt. That one has bacon, blackberry jam, Swiss cheese, and Havarti cheese, thinly sliced, and a fresh jalapeno. Whew! All on sourdough bread. Doesn't say if it's grilled, but I'm pretty sure it is, because they normally keep it simple, stupid. Okay. That is all that's in McMinnville. And it looks like the last of it. Oh, Dundee and Willamina. Okay. So, like I said, lots of different places. So let's start with Newburgh and Dundee. Let's see if we can go back here and search another place. This one is called Barley and Vine Tavern. Barley and Vine. If viewers are going to say share a link to this wonderful cheese guide and want to just link the VOD, or should we expect a curated YouTube cut in the future? My goal tonight is definitely to have a curated cut of this on YouTube so that people can see it, so that we can talk about it. You can also find the links to all of the descriptions and the entire sandwich guide to where these places are and what their theoretical hours are. They try to give you as much information as possible. Things can oh, good. I'm glad you shared the links. Amazing. So they can and change, and they might change. It is February. It is cold. There is a chance of snow coming up soon. So be mindful out in, the backcountry. This is wine country. This is small towns. They're not, big fancy industrial places. So do be aware, things could change at last minute. People could get sick and they may not have someone to cover the shift. So just call ahead if you're really worried, and let them know that you're coming for the meltdown. That will help them a lot. And again, all of these sandwiches, all of these items go to benefit the local food bank in the Yamhill County area, the YCAP. And you, if you wanted and did not want to, if you didn't want to buy a sandwich, you can eat a sandwich, but you want to support, you can always donate. And they do delivery, and they do a lot of them do drop off. You can call ahead for several of them and they will let you pick up the order. Most of the time when I have done the meltdown, I have picked up the order and ate it outside. Fairly typically. A couple of them, I was the only person in the restaurant, so I felt a little safer eating, because I was going right at the opening to get the shots. And there's a tragic story about that. I did about 20 or 30 sandwiches in one day. And I kid you not, 20 or 30 sandwiches in one day. I videoed them all. I did all of the footage. I showed pictures of the place. I showed pictures of the sandwich. I showed pictures of me eating it. I did a review right there in the either in the actual restaurant, or I did like an outside review where I talked about the sandwich. All of the footage was corrupted. It was all garbled. The clip I made earlier is accurate. Yeah, I have some of it still, and you cannot understand any of the audio. Some of them, the video is just like, it's bad. Something happened. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the gimbal that it was plugged into. I don't know if it was the microphone that I had plugged into it, or that phone was just not wanting to film. And I used up too much space, and it just messed up all the footage. I don't know what it was, but when I loaded it onto the computer, it's really unusable. I might be able to, there's a couple pieces that I could probably use that are scattered about, but I had big plans to have all of it up early so that people could see the sandwiches, and I failed miserably. And I didn't want to go back and do it again. I couldn't go back and do it again. But I went to several places very early in the morning and ordered their grilled cheese, and I did the review right then and there, and they were so nice and sweet to me, but like I was the only person there. So I sat down in a chair and I was like, is it okay if I just really quick film this? And same thing happened late at night. I did a couple of filmings late at night, like close to closing time, and there was nobody there. So I'm sure that's probably not the case anymore, because I think that was in like 2021 or 2022. So like nobody was going to restaurants anyway, and I had a mask on pretty much the whole time unless I was eating and reviewing. But I really wanted people to go in and try these sandwiches. Okay, we have a couple more to try. We have a couple more to talk about. Let's talk about the Barley Vine and Tavern. They look like they also, wait, this is also Local Flow. That's not right. Okay, Barley, Vine, and Tavern. There it is. Okay. Barley Vine and Tavern looks very cute. They have a Taco Tuesday. What more could you ask for? Barley Vine and Tavern is doing the French onion. Sweet, caramelized onions and Gruyere cheese melted on toasted black truffle and garlic bread. Doesn't look like they have many pictures of their food options. I mean, it is a tavern. What are those? But yeah, that looks incredible. That's amazing. Okay, next one is Chehalem Valley Brewing. Pretty much, I have not encountered one that won't let you take it home. The only one that I would guess might be hard, that they might say like you may need to do some things in order to take it home, would be the fondue one that's at the winery, where they like have made you basically a charcuterie board with fondue of a special kind of cheese, that one they might say like, oh, this is kind of hard to take home. But call ahead if you want one, because I guarantee they will do their best, and they will talk to you. Most of these places desperately want you. I mean, let's face it, most like local restaurants are still not doing great after, having to shut down. That is a hard thing to do. And being a chef and being a food person, being a server is hard work right now. You are on the front lines of all the grossness and all of the illnesses. So it's not great, but we can do our little best to help by I like doing mobile orders. I like doing DoorDashes when I can, or whatever, delivery service they offer. Chehalem Valley Brewery is doing the Island Melt, which is a Parmesan-crusted sourdough with Harvati and Gouda, stuffed with honey ham and grilled pineapple for a melty and refreshing take on a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm interested in that pineapple. That pineapple sounds fun. This one, I'm a little worried about. Coffee Cat Coffee House. Coffee Cat Coffee House. I don't typically go to coffee places. Coffee Cat Coffee House in Newburgh. Is this it? Is this their it is! This is their sandwich! Hey! We got a picture of the sandwich. I love it. I'm so happy. Okay. Their sandwich is the bacon blackberry grilled cheese. Bacon blackberry, jam and Swiss. Oh, bacon, blackberry, jam, and Swiss on grilled sourdough. Make it extra cheesy by subbing your bread for a cheese bagel. Comes with chips or salad. So you could do a bagel instead. I don't know if I would do that. Cheese bagel does sound good. They could be bacon blackberries. We have the science. To make it bacon blackberries. Why hasn't science made bacon blackberries? Okay, here's the second ice cream location, but this one will actually be serving a sandwich. I was not a huge fan of this sandwich the last time I went out and did it, but why is it just... Oh, okay. I was like, did they mess up their thing? I just forgot. Man, they have not done any posts since COVID. Am I missing something? Maybe they lost their account? Gem 100 ice cream. Is there a new one? Yeah, this is Gem 100, but there's like no... This is what it looks like, just so you know. It's not what their food looks like, but this is what the location looks like. Okay, they have the pit cheese. A pit beef cheesy sandwich with... Oh, so it's pit beef. They barbecued in a pit. Probably because bacon blackberries are just blackberries that bacon grease injected into each droplet and then plug of bacon stuffed in the middle, and that's a controversial science. We're messing with powers we don't understand. These blackberry bacons are too powerful. But I have to make my bacon blackberries. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Screw you, Tim. I was born to make science. It's just too powerful. Okay, so it's beef pit. It's pit beef. They barbecued it in a pit. A pit beef cheesy sandwich with barbecue sauce, Swiss cheese, provolone cheese, grilled onions, and a creamy house-made horseradish sauce on a Hawaiian bun. A bold flavor creation served with fries or tots. Beef pit! It sounds like something you scream in Mad Max. Beef pit, beef pit, beef pit, beef pit, beef pit, beef pit. But I can't. I'll let you go in the beef pit. 1 hour in the beef pit is too much. I don't need an extra hour in the beef pit. Thank you. Thank you, Tess. Thank you. The next one is Jay's Restaurant and Lounge. I don't think I've been there. Jay's, I think that's next to a hotel. Just Jay's Restaurant. I can't spell restaurant and lounge. Jay's Restaurant Lounge. There it is. Yeah, I think it's next to a hotel. All I'm seeing are pictures of fancy things. Is this restaurant and fisherman's cocktail and food? That doesn't seem right. This is not right. Wait. Yep, nope. That's definitely not where... That is not Newburgh. Okay, let's check out Facebook. Don't look at my Facebook. Don't look at it. Do not observe. Jay's Restaurant and Lounge. Do we have it? Yeah, this one is it. Ooh, they're renovating. That's interesting. I hope they're done. Okay, well, that's what it looks like. Hopefully it doesn't look like that when you try to go in, because I don't know if that's open or not. Their sandwich is going to be called the Cheesy Turkey Bacon Ranch. Crusted Parmesan bread, sliced tomato, pepper bacon, cheddar, and pepper jack cheese, served with fries or tots. That's incredible. I may have to start with all of the weird ones. And if I get through all the weird ones, and I say weird as in like not a typical grilled cheese, if I get through all of those, then I'll do the regular grilled cheeses on a separate day. Or start with all the OGs and then do the weird ones on another day. I think that's going to be the way I have to do it. Otherwise, we're not going to get through it. Lyrics Cafe is next. Also never been there. Sounds great. Lyrics Cafe Newburgh. Lyrics Cafe Newburgh. Do they have a picture? They have an online ordering setup. Oh, look at this. This is super cute. They've got like a little coffee and a little bread, a little pastry. Okay, here is their entry. Braised and Confused. It's a West Coast twist on the East Coast classic. This sandwich features tender wine braised flank steak layered with roasted peppers and caramelized onions, smothered in creamy Havarti cheese, all toasted to melty perfection on sourdough. Crafted with care and packed with big flavor. We hope you love this sandwich as much as we do. Well, I can already tell that they're super cute and cozy. Oh, look, you can even order online and they'll just have your meal ready for you for lunch. That is so cute. What is this? This is a coffee? A classic chocolate mocha with an orange zest. What in the heck? That is a wild, wild thing. That is wild. Deliciously wild. Beef pit. Beef pit. You're going into the beef pit. I hear in my head the music from like Star Trek when they're having to the Vulcan like battle, like mating battle. I'm hearing that music. Okay, here's another great one. Miss Hannah's. If you are familiar with Miss Hannah's in the Portland area, Miss Hannah's started out in Newburgh. As far as I know, the very first place was like a little cart, and then they got a shop in Newburgh, and you doubled it. You doubled down. You went hard on it. But now they're an FDA certified kitchen. That was in 2022. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So this is the shop. They bought this old garage and they completely renovated it and turned it into this gorgeous space. Before, gross. After, gorgeous. And it's all for making gourmet popcorn. That's all. It's all made for gourmet popcorn. Their entry is Pepper Parm, a brand new popcorn flavor just for the meltdown. An addicting blend of black pepper and creamy Parmesan cheese, perfect for pairing with wine, spaghetti, pizza, more cheese, or anything you can dream of. And if you like popcorn, or if you like things that are light and fluffy to eat, Miss Hannah's Gourmet Popcorn has, I think, a different little like pop-up shop out in the Portland area. It's easy to get. It's yummy. All right, then we have another place called the Old Town Bar and Grill. There's probably going to be a lot of those. So we're going to say, I think it's in Newburgh. It's in Dundee. Okay, apparently not. Let's try this. Old Town Bar and Grill. There we go. I think this is it. Yep, in Newburgh. Okay. Oh, it looks so cute. I don't think that that's their entry, but that's a cute little sandwich. Here's what they are serving. The Savory OT. It's a grilled sourdough with a layer of bacon, creamy brie, and Gruyere, thinly sliced pear, apricot jam, arugula, and a balsamic glaze finish it off. Served with fries, tots, or a side salad. And then one more place that I have been and I loved. It's like kind of a mix between a grocery and a place you can get food. It's called Social Goods. And it's a market. It's a market. But they look, they have giant beer fridge. I think they have like pool upstairs or something. I don't know. I've never been really upstairs. I'm looking for food. I'm looking for a picture of your food. No? Here, you can look at a picture of whatever this is. A raspberry gin fizz. They make a gin fizz? Oh no. They make a gin fizz. I love gin fizz. And I love raspberry. This is old. I wonder if they still do it. $2 of each go back to With Courage? That's cool. That's a very cool one. Okay, here is what they are serving. It is the Cheeses Crust. The Cheeses Crust returns. I think that's the one that I tried. This sandwich includes 4 different cheeses, delightfully done and melted on a thick, buttery Texas toast that is glazed with a garlic butter and crusted nicely. And add on house bacon jam, our creamy tomato bisque. This year, we're also offering a baby Cheeses Crust for our younger customers. Yay! Good morning, Retro Music Radio. How's it going? Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you have not seen me before, my name is AllyReggie, and I'm your late night or early morning horror game hostess with the mostest. And I like to get just a little too wild and talk a little too much about anything and everything. And today we are talking about the most terrifying topic of all: lactose intolerance. Or luckily the lack thereof, because I am not lactose intolerant. I like my grilled cheeses. And in a town not too far away from me, well, I know about it with IBS. Yes, IBS is also dangerous, especially when it comes to cheese. Aside from regular health issues one gets at old age, you're doing fine and dandy. Nice to meet you as well. Yeah, I think chat's doing pretty well. They're pretty cozy, comfy, because we are going through a list of grilled cheeses being served for a whole month in an area called Yamhill County. It's just outside of Portland, and it's kind of like on the way to the Oregon coast. And they do a bunch of different restaurants offer a grilled cheese or grilled cheese adjacent item, maybe a bonus thrown in there every once in a while. And those items, when you purchase them, $2 of every purchase goes towards benefiting the Yamhill County Food Bank, YCAP. So it's a great cause, and it's great grilled cheese. And we're just going through because it starts on February 1st and lasts all month long. And we have gone through, we only have 2 or 3 left. We just talked about cheese's crust. We have 2 left to talk about. But the whole list is available on the website for Yamhill County YCAP Food Bank. You can check out all the sandwiches. You can also buy a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. And they all help benefit the local food bank. So who would not want to drive 6 hours out of their way to go try a bunch of grilled cheeses? I know I would do it. Probably other people will too. I don't know how far DoorDash is willing to take a sandwich though. If you live in New York, I think we may have to find a way to like seal it in a container and air flight it over. I don't know. Does a grilled cheese in like a sealed container, in like a warming thing, could that make it across the country? Maybe we'll have to find out. The next place that we can go inside of, I think this one might be in Dundee, is called Trellis. Let's see, Trellis Dundee, yes. This is a bistro in Dundee, which is, I think, like kind of near Newburgh. We'll take a picture. Wait. Yeah, this is their meltdown. Wait, oh, maybe this is an old version of their meltdown. Never mind. I was hoping that maybe this is their meltdown. Nope, not their meltdown. Okay, so this is their old meltdown. Let's talk about it. It's called the Braised Short Rib Poutine. What? We're getting poutine? Stop the presses, everybody. Stop the presses. We're getting poutine. I don't know what to do with myself. We're gonna have poutine. Crispy house fries, topped with slow red wine braised short ribs, Tillamook cheese curds, and Pinot Noir onions. No comment on that? You don't know what poutine is? It's only Canada's national food. It's fries and sauce and cheese curds. It's like loaded fries. It's like a fancy loaded fries. But it's so good. It's so good. I don't know what their gravy is going to be. It doesn't say what their gravy is going to be. Hey, I don't know, Jim Carrey. That is totally fair. That is all right to not know what poutine is, because that just means you will be discovering poutine for the first time. And everyone, I kid you not, everyone wishes they were back discovering poutine for the first time. Poutine is wonderful. If you like fries, but you also like meat and gravy, and you wish that you could just eat them all together, you can. It's called poutine, and they'll double it up for you and give you cheese curds on it as well, which are like big chunks of cheese. So you get your cheesy, you get your meaty and your gravy, and you get your sweet, sweet Frenchy fries all together in one delicious meal. It is not to be missed. The very last one. Well, I mean, if you got IBS and you don't like, dying, you might not. The last one is in Willamina. It's called Fort Hill Restaurant and Lounge. I can spell restaurant. Fort Hill Restaurant. Apparently not on here. We have to go to Facebook. Okay, here we go. Fort Hill Restaurant and Lounge. Oops, I clicked the wrong one. Is this it? Yes. Oh my gosh, look at these. Whatever this is. Something chocolate. Something chocolate. Okay, what is this? This is a fish fry. Okay, so this is kind of the vibe that you're going to get when you go to Fort Hill Restaurant and Lounge. This is what they're serving. Not fish. They're not serving that. It's called the Wendy, and it's a smash burger. So, really quick, just so you're aware, for some reason, some people have come up with this idea that, like, So you have a grilled cheese, and grilled cheese has certain things. That meal alone weighs more than I do. Fair. Poutine is not for the faint of heart.
Have a look around.
Hey, buddy. Thank you so much for the follow, Retro Music Radio. I appreciate it. Enjoy your follower emotes. And kick back and relax, because we're getting ready to move into the horror show. If you didn't hear the name of this one, it's called the Wendy. It's a smash burger. And so that's like a different version of a grilled cheese. That's if the grilled cheese gets to be too much, if you're doing too much to the grilled cheese and it no longer feels like a grilled cheese, they then revert to calling it a smash burger. So a smash burger is just code for this grilled cheese lost the plot somewhere. As in Wendy or Wandy. I think it's Wendy as in you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Or it's Wendy as in they really wanted to harken back to something you could buy at Dave's restaurant, but they didn't want to get sued. So it's a smash burger with bacon cheddar, grilled onions, house-made fort sauce, and bacon jam, tomatoes, and pickles. 2 grilled cheeses as the bun, with our blend of sharp cheddar, smoked Gouda, and Parmesan, sure, served with your choice of side. Holy shit. 2 grilled cheeses for the bun? 2 grilled cheeses for the bun. Holy shit, guys. That might be the most artery clogging, hefty hefter, butt busting sandwich on this list. Now, guys, that's the last. That's all there is. That concludes the Yamhill County Meltdown 2025 overview. So we've looked at grilled cheeses that are not really grilled cheeses. There's a bottle of wine in there. There's an ice cream sandwich. There is so much to check out. And I want to point you to this website where you can learn all the details for yourself. And maybe if you happen to be in the Yamhill County area, just outside of Portland on the way to the coast, you might stop by and grab one. And $2 of every purchase goes to helping the food bank.